On March 15, 2024, after witnessing what was happening in Gaza, I had resolved to produce a body of work in solidarity with the Palestinian people and as a critique of Israeli policies. This is what I had declared that day. What I know as an individual, as a scholar, is that from now until the end of my days, I will constantly keep adding my voice along with the people of Palestine, the people of Gaza, and I will research and point out every atrocity, every act of genocide, and every colonial and imperial action taken by the State of Israel. And now I can partially say that I have lived up to my promise to you and to myself. By now, there are over 50 videos related to Palestine and what's happening in Gaza, but also on the general dynamics of Israeli-Palestinian relationships. So if you have been following this channel and following my work, you already know that it has expanded beyond just a critique of Israeli policies. I have researched and shared with you the plight of Palestinian children in incarceration under arbitrary laws of Israeli occupation in the West Bank. We have also shared information about how the resistance psyche is created through Fanon. I've also talked about the settlement activity in the West Bank and how it is illegal according to international law. So overall, in my humble opinion, there is now a body of work available, something that I had promised on March 15. I've also tried to retrieve from history instances where Muslims and Jews lived together and helped each other. So the overall purpose of this playlist and my engagement with the subject and my solidarity with the Palestinian people is to theorize and think and reflect on possibilities of a dignified peace for the Palestinian people and of course also for Israelis. But one aspect of it also is to point out certain exceptional claims that the Israeli state makes and the exceptional status that they enjoy in the world in terms of how they treat the Palestinian people. By now, of course, it must be obvious to you, if you have watched any of my videos, that Palestinians are occupied people. They were first the people who were ousted from their villages. Some of them were force-marched. Some of them marched to Gaza and the West Bank. And that's how they ended up there. And they are and have been under constant occupation. Gaza has not been under constant occupation for the last about 21 years, but they have been surrounded by a wall and the world's most interesting security system. So people of Gaza have lived in an open-air prison with one more distinction, that Israel has the right and retains the right to bombard them whenever they feel threatened. If you look at the situation in Gaza right now, I mean, it is hard to imagine, but think about it. This is an area surrounded by a wall with about 2.3 million people. And Israel has been using the most devastating bombs in that densely populated area. Of course, we know that over 30,000 people, including thousands of children, have been killed, but the exact number, of course, is not known. But the situation, how bizarre is that it is acceptable to so many nations and people in the world, that a captive population which has nowhere to go is being bombed with the most lethal bombs available, 1-ton bombs, right? And America is okay with it. United Kingdom is okay with it. That's why it has been part of my mission to keep speaking about these things and to challenge any rationalizations. Because, you know, there are powerful constituencies that rationalize every action of State of Israel. So I am not sure whether or not these videos have an impact in the world or not. What I'm sure of is that thousands upon thousands of you have watched them and commented on them and have appreciated them. More than that, it gives me hope that maybe these efforts, rudimentary as they might be, I don't have sophisticated equipment, I don't have powerful backers, no. All I have is the tools that I have and my desire to do something in the world for Palestinian people. So this playlist, in a way, is an homage to the Palestinian people, is my love expressed in so many different ways for the cause of Palestine. So I just wanted to share this reflection that when I promised on March 15 that I'll build a body of work and I'll continue mounting a critique of Israeli actions, I wasn't sure at that time as to how it would turn out. All I was sure of was that deep down I had resolved to do that. And I'm grateful that I have so far lived up to that promise. But my hope is that, these videos, they are not deeply researched academic works, but they are available and they can help you think about your own assumptions about Palestine and Israel. But more importantly, maybe you can share them with others and maybe discuss them. I'm pretty sure none of my work has ever been perfect, and none of these videos are perfect in all sense. One thing that no one can doubt is that they are sincere. I am sincerely committed to the cause of the Palestinian people, and I sincerely hope and believe that they will achieve a dignified peace. And that's what I'm working towards. That's all I wanted to share. Please check out the playlist. It will come up in a minute. Let me know what you think. And if you have any ideas that you would like to share, which could make my work better and more effective, please do let me know. I'll be deeply grateful for that. Thank you so much. Stay safe, stay committed, take care of each other, and I will now see you next time. Until then, as always, peace and love.